Hi, I'm Rich and welcome to my Minnesota Native Plant channel. I've been planting and using native plants and grasses for about 10 years now. Thought it'd be nice to share some of my experience, both what's worked and what's not worked. Give you an idea of some of the plants and how you can use them. I live in a suburban lot in Eden Prairie and have been working with native plants about 10 years. I've got a pretty average lot. I do back onto a wetland here in Eden Prairie. So I've been fortunate enough to be able to plant everything from prairie plants all the way down to water plants. I've been able to accomplish a couple of goals. One, all the geese that used to come into my yard on a daily, weekly basis, they don't come into my yard anymore. The 20-30 foot strip of native plants gets high enough, they think there's a predator in there. So I've been able to keep the geese out of my yard. I've also been able to put a buffer in between my yard and the pond, which if I fertilize and we get a big rain, helps keep the fertilizer from flushing in and the chemicals flushing into the pond. So I've been able to do that over the 10 years. The water quality's improved. I've seen a lot more frogs, turtles, other wildlife that uses the pond. We've got some boxes up for mergansers and wood ducks. Seen mallards. Got turtles coming up into the native area here to lay their eggs. We've seen pheasants and fox and a lot of birds. The birds really use the native plants during the season and then during the winter for seed. One of the things I do, part of the area, it's hard to give you a good idea. We'll do some other filming to show you the whole area, but part of the area I do knock down during the winter. And that's because it's at the base of a sledding hill. I don't want the kids having to crash through all the tall grasses and native plants. One thing that with the native plants, the plants themselves have spread and they intermingle and they've choked out all the invasive species that have been here, so it's been really nice. I'm hoping that I can show you some of the things that have worked, some of the plants, what they look like when they come up, what they look like when they're young, what they look like when they're in full height and in full bloom. One thing, if you're interested in this, I'd do a little reading. One thing that I got was the Landscaping with Native Plants of Minnesota, Lynn Steiner. And I know this book is available. As you can tell, I've spent hours with this book. I've also got a couple of books about invasive weeds, so I know what I'm looking at there. I've talked to people at nurseries. Got a lot of my plants from Landscape Alternatives up near Forest Lake, and also Hedberg Landscape Supplies in Stillwater. So a couple of great resources there, people that know what they are talking about. But do a little reading, see what you've got for a backyard. It's not for everybody, but I found that it's a great way to introduce some native plants that are very low maintenance, if not no maintenance once they get established. Anyways, thanks for checking out my channel, and I hope there's a couple of videos that might help you see the interest in native plants and grasses in Minnesota. Anyways, thanks for watching my channel. Take care.